What's 88 times 2? 88 times 2. iPhone, help me out. 88 times 2. I'm going to make this beat over the headphones so I can hear it, the frequencies easier. So what was it? 88 times 2. Man, I need to go back to school. 176. Let me record this. Make sure we're live. We live? We're not live. Okay, so we're not live. Are we live? We live. We back. Okay. What up, your boy Dre? So I'm gonna I gotta start these ideas before it escapes my mind. So I'll try to answer your questions as fast as I can, but when I have an idea, it has to come out or else I forget it. So I have a melody in my head. I want to record it. So it goes boom, boom, boom. It's like a West Coast beat. Right. Oh man. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Let me do the bass line first before I forget. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So now I have that part. I'm going to do the whistling part, the melody. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. All right, so that's the melody. Thank God I got it out before I forgot. So I'm thinking like a Snoop Dogg kind of West Coast beat. Yeah, you got to put in the time, man. I didn't realize making this is just a mixtape. And you got to make like 20 songs to even have 2 good songs. And then you got to record those 2 good songs. It takes forever. So, man, I really do appreciate the album making process. I haven't done it in a long time. But it takes a lot. You know, this is why you see a lot of producers who can make beats and stuff, but they'd rather work with other producers because it cuts down on time. And, you know, you don't have a bunch of time. You got to get people who can help you solve that issue. So I might have a couple friends of mine producing a couple tracks on here. Got a question. Who came up with your purpose in life? Who came up with it? I had a revelation. Spiritual revelation where I was revealed my purpose. It's a long story. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. So your best ideas come from your brain. Just as long as you record it, you can always translate it. Snoop Dogg even getting his slash on. Snoop Dogg even on his one track that I love on his 220 album or mixtape, whatever it was. He just recorded like into his phone or something, just like a raw idea. And they turned it into a track. So it's the same thing. So let's open up Nexus. We want to look for a hard piano. So I know there's a hard piano in here. So I wanted, you know, that deep octave. It's called Dance Piano 2K7. They really hit those keys hard for this one. Is this a different track? Yeah, we're doing like a West Coast thing now because it popped in my head. So boom, boom, boom. Now you want to add a little humanization to it, which means a little off time. So let's go into piano roll, draw it out. When you have a good idea, you have a good idea. Just make sure you record it down, at least the rough ideas. This is a different, yeah, sorry about the saxophone track. So now we have a solid idea coming into the studio. I think we're gonna have a lot more fun this time. Now the second thing you want to do is make sure that you're in the same tuning. I'm not gonna get into that because we have a whole video on tuning. Type into tuning, type into YouTube tuning, BusyWorks beats. You'll find the whole video. In short, you know, every song is not tuned to 440 hertz middle A. And it's very important that you tune your instruments just like you tune your guitar. And don't know why the snap to grid's tripping here. From whom? I don't know who the spiritual revelation came from. It came from the spirits, man. The spiritual world. I don't know. I went to a different place. No, for real. I did go to like the spiritual realm, which is like more real than this world. It's very weird. Like the spiritual world is way more real than this reality. Sounds weird, but it is true. And I was around the source of joy, That's why I have full confidence there's a creator of the universe, because I think I was around that energy, whatever it was. But it's a long story. Let me crank up the volume just to see if that adds to the velocity. It adds a little bright tone to it. I love the BusyWorks. I love Bape, so that's where it came from. So the off swing is going to come from the drums. Now this octave's a little bright, so let's pull back the volume. All natural? What's up? All natural? I don't get what you mean. Let's pull this down an octave, control down. That's the octave I want. Man, I was in the spiritual world blinking. I don't know how else to say it. I was out of my body, I believe. I was out of the body and I went into a spiritual realm of some sort. And it was much more real than this reality. That's the easiest way I can describe it. I only tell people I'm close to the whole story. I told it once on Instagram Live, but other than those people who heard it, random question, but what video was it when you used the Waves Abbey Roads? It's been a while since then. I'd say probably a lo-fi hip-hop track. So type in lo-fi hip-hop BusyWorks beats. It wasn't like Black Panther Spirits of the Ancestors type of thing, but you know, it's similar, I guess, but not like that. So now we need some hard drums, like live drums. So I'm gonna go to Just Blaze drums first. See if we can find like a snare sample that cracks. Something like that. Alright, let's look. They're not doubles, man. It was not crazy. It was okay. It wouldn't let me stop the track. Wherever I was, it was like the highest level of joy ever. It was like higher than any joy I've ever experienced in the body ever. That's how I know there's a much higher joy than this world. So that's why I don't, you know, this world doesn't really faze me as far as, you know, death and passing on. There's something much greater. And I have full faith that there's a creator. I wasn't meditating. It just, in my dream space, I went places. And I wasn't drunk either. Perfect snare. I'll tell the whole story one day, but yeah, it was like wherever I was, I heard singing, and it was like the most happy thing ever. It was like, I don't know how to say it. It was like a perfect chord. I believe the Bible has great principles in it, great wisdom in it. I believe a lot of people don't understand the bigger picture, and they kind of get stuck in the smaller aspects of it, but it's a place to start. That's all. You know, it's a place people can start. So no shade to your whatever religion you are. It's more about understanding wisdom. And if you seek wisdom, you'll be fine. So the snare's a little off, a little lagged for some reason. These drums are way delayed, and I'm not sure if that's because of the vocal. So let's move the vocal over a little bit. Hit shift right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why do these sound so delayed? The snare is on the, I don't know why the snare sounds so off. So I'm going to pull it over to the left. Hit shift left. I doubt it was a satanic attack. Trust me, I was around the source of joy. It's like way higher than anything you've ever experienced. And if you haven't done it, then how do you know if you've never experienced it? You're just trusting somebody else's words in a book. I've experienced it myself. I wasn't on any drugs. Let's move the kicks over. I mean, you know, everybody has their own experience. I mean, if you didn't experience it yourself, you wouldn't really get it. Alright, Blinken, have you seen Satan himself? If you haven't seen him, then your whole point is irrelevant. Satan actually means adversary, for your information as well. It's a bigger picture to it. Can't be scared, man. You gotta open up, man. I'm telling you, I'm a person who went through the experience. Believe me more than you believe words on a piece of paper. I actually experienced it, man. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. Did you feel the high-pitched buzz and maybe feel like your molecules went into infinite gold light? No, not that feeling. I've had that before where you feel like you're going into like a tunnel of like gold and yellow kind of pulsating lights. It feels like your body's being like sucked at full force through something. I've been to that, whatever that is, a couple times. I know, Blinken. I'm just, for everybody watching the replay, man, this is just, you're just sending me things that other people might be thinking. So I'm just answering that. No shade to you, man. But as far as Gary, yeah, I've been in that like yellow, feels like you're being abducted by a UFO. I've been there before. I'm not scared of Satan, man. I'm guarded by angelic things. We're successful. I'm not scared of the enemy. I doubt the devil would tell me to give people Bibles to show love and to be filled with the spirit of truth. I doubt that would be the message that the devil would implant. But I mean, to each his own, man. You don't have to believe my story or anything. It's just, I'm just telling you my story. But those are the three things they told me. Be filled with the spirit of truth, give Bibles, and show love. That's just what I was told. Let's find a hi-hat. Drums are a little off. I think it's just the sample. Oh, this is perfect. Perfect hi-hat. Because it has that room verb in it. So I've noticed my beats sound a little bit different when I make them over the headphones versus the monitors. Deuteronomy 28. And I don't know this stuff off the top of my head now. Take Control B. There's like a religion. There's like some weird like mining thing in like, not Mexico, but some kind of like southern, I want to say maybe it's Mexico. They're like miners and they're scared of the devil and they like, what do they do? I forget what they do. They make like shrines to the devil and all this because they're scared that he's going to kill them or something. Carolina's like, well, how do we get here? Carolina, I mean, sorry. Trust me, there are people out there who try to stop you every day. Those are more satanic people, meaning the adversary. That's more the people you want to worry about. So that first kick is a little delayed, so I don't like that delay. So I'm going to move everything over one bar. And instead of pulling my snare back like I did with the MIDI and the piano roll, I'm going to leave it where it is and slide this. Let's hit Alt-Q, quantize. I'm going to pull everything to the left instead. Pull my drums a tiny bit to the left, hit Shift left. Whoops. Because they should not be lagging that bit. I got you, Blinken. You can defend your beliefs. Just giving you my experience, man. Maybe my vocals are just super early. Maybe that's it. Whoops. Something's out of time. But a lot of that West Coast sound comes from playing the drums a tiny bit early, like on the MPC. You know, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. It needs a little more swing. Oh, about the slave ships. I mean, there's a lot of. Again, I like the biblical principles, like how to treat people, show love, that type of stuff. It's a lot of wisdom in there. How to be a leader. Like a lot of people don't even know, like they, you know, again, we're not going religious, but I'm just trying to open you up to bigger concepts. A lot of people are like, they're like, you know, the gospel, they're like, preach the gospel of good news, but they don't even know what their own Messiah was teaching. Like if you don't know half the lessons that Jesus was actually teaching through parables, then I don't think you understand the gospel. It's a lot of lessons. It's like very business focused too, a lot of it. Let's hear it without my vocals on it. And with a little more context. We gotta have a nice R&B thing. So let me just record like whatever comes to mind. Oh wait. Wait till the whistle. Let's turn it off. Eating up space. I need auto-tune, but I don't want to use it yet. Right. Fighting for the long way. Fighting for the long way. Fighting for the long way. I can't eat, I can't sleep for the long way. Fighting for the long way. Fighting for the long way. Fighting for the long way. Fridays for the long game. Yeah. Fighting for the long way. Fighting for the long way. Fighting for the long way. I can't eat, I can't sleep for the long way. Fighting for the long way. Fighting for the long way. Fighting for the long way. Fridays for the long game. So I'm trying to decide if I want bass in here. If we do bass, it's gonna have to be a Moog. We're gonna do the acid bass again. How could I convince my parents that career improve? I have a video on that actually. Type in parents busy works beats. I have a video on how to convince your parents on how to get into music. Type in parents busy works beats in YouTube. It'll pop up. What man does, it turned into religion. Yeah, that's a whole. My thing is I don't judge people on their beliefs. Like your beliefs are your beliefs. I'm not going to change them. You know, you're not going to probably change anyhow. So there's just a lot of bigger concepts to these books and stuff. It's way bigger than people know. Let me see if I can find the acid bass. So I'm gonna write lyrics to this, probably. This might not be the right bass. I think the bass is throwing it off. Like a lot of people, again, if you don't know the history of like concepts and stuff, just focus on the bigger picture. What's the message? What are they trying to teach us? Like, what is, if they're messiahs and messengers, what's the message? I think that's the key, you know, because there's stories similar to that. The story of Horus, for example. You want to read a book called The Hero with a Thousand Faces. It'll give you the history of all the stories that we hear over and over again about immortality, like Gilgamesh, you know, stories like that. This stuff is a human kind of recurring theme. I used to, you know, a couple of things from Gary Vee a long time ago. Let's write lyric and then let's wrap this up. This beat is really simple. Nothing to it really. It could use more transitions and synths and stuff. Caroline in the building. Forgot what I was doing. What was I doing? Totally forgot. Oh, coming up with lyrics. Okay. We could probably add chords in here. Let me see if chords would sound cool. Let's add some Rhodes chords. Now again, I don't want to spend too much time because the core concept is down. We can always get like a player to play some chords. Yeah, Vincent's right on the Rhodes. It would take me some time to come up with chords. That's why I don't want to waste too much time on chords. But first I'll record the vocal harmonies, and then we'll back it up with the chords if we have time. Again, this is like eating up so much time. Let's go to the hook. I have a different hook. What's the song we did that for? Right on, right on. I'm just gonna say ride on, ride on. Ride is my favorite word for some reason when I'm freestyling. Pick the wrong plugin. To pick auto tune. Automatic. Right on, right on. Right on, right on. Alright, let's pick our scale. Again, I'm very I've been in the studio for 2 days, you know, back to back. Well, not back to back, but like 2 days apart, and my voice is gone. So I gotta get these concepts out. Bare bones. We can always fill it out. That was kind of dope, but I didn't expect it to be that hot. So it's just all the white notes. So C major or A minor. We're just gonna go C major. Right on, 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 right on. Some, I don't know. Let's record. Right on, right on, right on, yeah. Right on, right on, yeah. Right on, right on, right on, right on, yeah. Right on, right on, yeah. Only only thing about this is that it's too fast, so it doesn't sound natural. Let's do that again. Delete. Right on, right on. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, right on, yeah. 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 Right on. Didn't put loop recording on. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Right on, yeah. Right on, yeah. Now I'm leaving it a little natural because I'm going to pan this hard left, hard right. Right on, yeah. Right on, yeah. Right on, yeah. Right on, yeah. Right on. So let's do this again. Pan them hard left and hard right. Center. Right on, yeah. Right on, Oh wow, I forgot how I did it. Oh, I forgot how I did it. Let's practice a little bit. Right on, yeah. Right on, yeah. Right on, yeah. Right on, yeah. Right on. Let's right on, right on. Wait. Right on, yeah. Right on, right on. What? How do it? Right on, yeah. Right on, yeah. Right on, yeah. Pound. Right on. Alright, so it's regular, low. Okay, that's how we do it. Right on. Wow, let me do that again. You should hear me in the vocal booth when I'm in the studio. I did like 17 takes of the intro, and I said 4 words. That's how like ridiculous I am when I'm recording. Breezy. Right on, yeah. Right on, yeah. Right on. How did I do it? Oh my god, this threw me off. It went right on, yeah. 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 Okay, I get it. Okay, it went middle, down, middle, further down, middle. No, middle, down, middle, further down, middle, down, then it went low. Okay. Hopefully I remember this. Oh, I lost my count. Oh my goodness. Right on, yeah. 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 Right on, Alright, let me redo this. This throwing me off so bad. Okay. Let's recreate the standard. Cause that, like, I can't even remember how I did it. And oh my gosh. But the track's gonna Bamu. Carolina. Right on. Alright, let's do regular. Right on, yeah. 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 now. Let me do harmonies. Let's hear what that sounds like. Left, right, and center. It looks like I did 4 takes. Yeah, send this to the mixer. I'm gonna talk like this. Let's just send it to the mixer. And right click and route. Select the channel starting from this track. And it's gonna be left, center, right. Left, center, right, center.
Right on, yeah. Right on, right on. Right on, right on. Right on, right on.
Feels like a 90s 90s what is it called? Sitcom. Bring back the 90s, baby. Let's get it.
Right on, yeah. Right on, right on. Right on, right on.
Alright, it's enough harmony. But 90s had like those cross harmonies to where they would overlap. Let me hear what this sounds like unmuted. My voice is really gone. Let me see, what track are we on? Track 12. Go to track 13. Channel routing. Track. We're in left, center, right, left. I think. Oh, we did enough takes, so we did 3 each. Good. All right, let's see what this sounds like. Carlin without spaces. Yeah. Carolina? His name? No, my name is Carlin. Oh, I see where there's a mix-up. You were okay, Carolina thought you were talking about her name. My name is Carlin. Carlin. It's a pretty cool name, actually. It means little champion. It's Gaelic or Irish for little champion, because I'm a little champion. Believe in yourself, kids. So, okay, what I'm going to do is do the... Move that over to its own space because it clashes with the first harmony. All right, but this is how you expand. Don't, like, your bare bones projects are actually... Think of your beats like a canvas after you're done the beat. The levels right. Appreciate you, Demetrius. Let me see what it sounds like without that part. Too much movement, okay. My vocal, these are my vocals. We just recorded them. on my microphone. My voice is a little gone, to be honest. Just beef up the track a little bit because the vocals are loud. You can't really hear the drums. What I'm gonna do with the kick? Is this our kick? Yeah. Take off loop mode. Go to your wrench mode. Turn up volume multiplier. Oh, I got you. Appreciate you, Carolina. It's all good. It's all good, girl. No sweat. Only thing is that that preamp kind of makes it sound like it's compressed, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna run it through the where are we at? UAD 610. Gives me like the craziest drum sound. I'm gonna run the drums through here. Let's crank up the tube. Just add the crazy kind of sizzle to your kick. So the right on right, and it's a little more bounce, but you know, let's just quickly add delay. Again, if you're spending 1,000 hours on one small thing, you're probably doing way too much, and it's just gonna kill your workflow. Trust me, especially if you're in a studio where you got to pay for the time. I feel like this. Should I rap to it? You want me to rap to it? We still need a bass. If anything, I just layer the sub bass underneath the piano. Same notes. We need something to go to show that there's a little bit of swing, but pull this bass down. Let me see what this sub bass sounds like. A Kid Cudi melody. Let's pull this down a couple octaves, control down. Just gonna have that sit underneath the track. Boom, boom, boom. You make me happy when I can dance. I don't know the lyrics. Somebody help. Way off. Where is this start here? Hi-hat needs to be a little bit earlier too. There we go. Now we have the bounce we need. Timing is so important with drums. Let's bit of freestyle. Minus Snoop. Welcome to the West Side. You know what's up. Big Snoop D-O-double-G, yeah, dressed in all blue with the khaki suit that flow. Riding in my 6'4". Talking to Dre, feeling crazy on this West Side day. Sun shining and a smile my way as I cruise down the city with these 10-inch rims upgraded to the 20 like my Timbs. Girls in the backseat jumping with their tops off, and my tops off, and my cop car. Feeling crazy with this black and white. Stashed the white, had to dip off from popos on the back of the light. Now I'm feeling slick. Long Beach, California in this. Let me tell you how I came up. Real rag riding on that west side. Yeah, we gang hot. Okay, whatever, freestyling. I'm not gonna sound like Snoop on this mixtape. But that's an ode That is an homage to Snoop. It is an homage.
Right on.
Welcome to the West Side, you know what's up. The Big Snoop, D-O-double-G, your dressed in all blue with the khaki suit that flow. Riding in my 6'4", talking to Dre, feeling crazy on this West Side day. Sun shining and a smile my way as I cruise down the city with these 10-inch rims, upgraded to the 20 like my Timbs. Girls in the backseat jumping with they tops off, and my tops off, in my cop car, feeling crazy with this black and white. Stashed the white, had to dip off from popos on the back of the light. Now I'm feeling slick, Long Beach, California in this. Let me tell you how I came up, real rag riding on that West Side, yeah we came. He made a gospel album. Shout out to Snoop's new gospel album. Snoop went from Snoop to Snoop Lion to back to Snoop to Christian albums, back with Martha Stewart. I mean, he's just a figure, man. All right, so my voice is kind of going, but let's just hear what the sound is. We could add little tickle guitars, synths and stuff. But I think, we can always do that stuff later. Oh, the chords. I forgot about the chords. That stuff I can add later too. To the West Side, you know what's up. The Big Snoop, D-O-double-G, your dressed in all blue with the khaki suit that flow. Riding in my 6'4", talking to Dre, feeling crazy on this West Side day. Sun shining and a smile my way as I cruise down the city with these 10-inch rims, upgraded to the 20 like my Timbs. Girls in the backseat jumping with they tops off, and my tops off, in my cop car, feeling crazy with this black and white. Stashed the white, had to dip off from popos on the back of the light. Now I'm feeling slick, Long Beach, California in this. Let me tell you how I came up. Sorry, I had to stop it, but what I'm going to do is record just random piano parts to it, because I forgot to add that stuff. My brain is going to mush. Let's record notes on automation, and I'm just doing A minor 7 strum style, F major 7, or excuse me, F major 9, A minor 9, and then doing like the root and the thirds. We'll figure it out. Okay, let's do that.
west side, you know what's up. Big Snoop, D-O-double G, yeah, dressed in all blue with the khaki suit that flow. Riding in my 6'4", talking to Dre, feeling crazy on this west side day. Sun shining and a smile my way as I cruise down the city with these 10-inch rims, upgraded to the 20 like my Timbs. Girls in the backseat jumping with their tops off, and my tops off, in my cop car, feeling crazy with this black and white. Stashed the white, had to dip off from popos on the back of the light. Now I'm feeling slick, Long Beach, California in this. Let me tell you how I came up, real rag riding on that west side, yeah, we got it.
Alright, so that sounded pretty cool as an improv piano, so that added a little more spice to it. Shout out to Vincent for telling me to add that a while ago, the Rhodes. Hopefully everything's lined up. There's still a lot to add, like triangles, different things. Cali girl. Say we want Cali girl. Shout out to Taylor, the Cali girl. She's doing okay, supposedly. But shout out to Taylor. I just realized the bump 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 is in the background and I had no idea. Bump bump. Let's filter this out. Let's add a bandpass. Demetrius said shout out. Funny. Keep it for you, Carolina. All the way through? I'll do it. Alright, how about this? I'll leave it in the intro. I don't know if I could play it all the way through because it's out of tune. But instead of doing the band pass, I'll do a high pass just so people could hear it. High pass. Jack Tripper. See what a little swing would add. Hear a little bit of swing. Take the swing off your instruments. Cali girl signing you.
Welcome to the west side, you know what's
Might
up.
add a couple leads
Big
with the
Snoop,
mode.
D-O-double G, yeah, dressed in all blue with the khaki suit that flow. Riding in my 6'4", talking to Dre, feeling crazy on this west side day. Sun shining and a smile my way as I cruise down the city with these 10-inch rims, upgraded to the 20 like my Timbs. Girls in the backseat jumping with their tops off, and my tops off, in my cop car, feeling crazy with this black and white. Stashed the white, had to dip off from popos on the back of the light. Now I'm feeling slick, Long Beach, California in this. Let me tell you how I came up, real rag riding on that west side, yeah, we got it.
Let me see what else I could add to the track. Might be overkill, but let's try it.
what's up. The big Snoop D-O double G, yeah, dressed in all blue with the khakis to the flow, riding in my 6'4". Talking to Dre, feeling crazy on this west side day. Sun shining and a smile my way. Welcome to the west side, you know what's up. The big Snoop D-O double G, yeah, dressed in all blue with the khakis to the flow, riding in my 6'4". Talking to Dre, feeling crazy on this west side day. Sun shining and a smile my way as I cruise down the city with these 10-inch rims, upgraded to the 20 like my Timbs. Girls in the backseat jumping with they tops off, and my tops off in my cop car. Feeling crazy with this black and white, stashed the white. Had to dip off from popos on the back of the light. Now I'm feeling slick. Long Beach, California in this. Let me tell you how I came up. Real rag riding on that west side, yeah, we can't ride. Welcome to the west side, you know what's up. The big Snoop D-O double G, yeah, dressed in all blue with the khakis to the flow, riding. Welcome to the west side, you know what's up. The big Snoop D-O double G, yeah, dressed in all blue with the khakis to the flow, riding in my 6'4". Talking to Dre, feeling crazy on this west side day. Sun shining and a smile my way as I cruise down the city with these 10-inch rims, upgraded to the 20 like my Timbs. Girls in the backseat jumping with they tops off, and my tops off in my cop car. Feeling crazy with this black and white, stashed the white. Had to dip off from popos on the back of the light. Now I'm feeling slick. Long Beach, California in this. Let me tell you how I came up. Real rag riding on that west side, yeah, we can't ride. To the west side, you know what's up. The big Snoop D-O double G, yeah, dressed in all blue with the khakis to the flow, riding in my 6'4". Talking to Dre, feeling crazy on this west side day. Sun shining and a smile my way as I cruise down the city with these 10-inch rims, upgraded to the 20 like my Timbs. Girls in the backseat jumping with they tops off, and my tops off in my cop car. Feeling crazy with this black and white, stashed the white. Had to dip off from popos on the back of the light. Now I'm feeling slick. Long Beach, California in this. Let me tell you how I came up. Real rag riding on that west side, yeah, we can't ride. Welcome to the west side, you know what's up. Big Snoop D-O double G, yeah, dressed in all blue with the khaki suit that flow. Riding in my 6'4", talking to Dre, feeling crazy on this west side day. Sun shining and I smile my way as I cruise down the city with these 10-inch rims, upgraded to the 20 like my Timbs. Girls in the backseat jumping with their tops off, and my tops off, in my cop car, feeling crazy with this black and white. Stashed the white, had to dip off from popos on the back of the light. Now I'm feeling slick, Long Beach, California in this. Let me tell you how I came up, real rag riding on that west side, yeah, we can't ride. Welcome to the west side, you know what's up. Big Snoop D-O double.
Let me set up a talk box, or a vocoder in this case. Harmore. Now, the thing is, you have to play really well. So, where we at? Sorry, I'm missing comments. My bad. What am I doing here? Mono. Send this to track 23. I got to do this kind of fast because. Just because. All right. So that's the carrier, and my voice will be the modulator. The modulator. I don't think we need that track, but whatever. Here's the vocoder. So we need something that makes a sound and something that morphs the sound. My bad. My bad, Chambers. What am I doing? I am opening up Fruity Vocodex. And we need to route these tracks, the carrier track to the vocoder. Man, once your voice goes, your brain goes. Okay, vocoder, carrier, route to this track only, I think. I haven't done this in a while. And the modulator is my voice. So let's do this. Turn your voice and let's route it to the vocoder directly.
As a synth, you can only hear me as a synthesizer. Now you can only hear my voice as a synthesizer. Let's make it a little more square to make it a little more robotic. And now we need to turn up the volume. The volume is not high enough. Oh no. Oh.
Welcome to the west side, you know what's up. Big Snoop D-O double G, yeah, dressed in all blue with the khaki suit that flow. Riding in my 6'4", talking to Dre, feeling crazy on this west side day. Sun shining and I smile my way as I cruise down the city with these 10-inch rims, upgraded to the.
I'm gonna do it on the master track so you can hear my regular voice too. So it's so sometimes I'm not even in key. It's just the synth kind of overrides it. Basically, I don't know what phrase to say. Basically, I boom 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 boom. Basically, I boom 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 boom. Basically, I boom 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 boom. So okay, let me just freestyle. And we need to record, I think, notes and automation. I always forget how this works. You need to record your vocals and your. Man, I forget how we record this. I think you record in. I think you record. Here we go. We arm the track, the vocoder, and this should record. Basically, I boom 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 boom. So I don't have a phrase yet, but maybe. Cali. No. All right, we're talking too much. Let's record. audio on the playlist as an audio clip. And that didn't work. Why did that not? Oh my god, I knew I was going to do that. I knew it. Knew it. No. Let's do it this way. Now I have to edit the video because that thing messes up the audio. So we're not recording. I always forget how we do this. Let me try it. Let's just record notes and automation, see if it works. Oh, you know what I have to do? Record my own voice. FL Studio needs to get the recording game together. This is, you shouldn't have to click on the track to make it record. That's not how it should be.
Welcome to the West Side, you know what's up. Big Snoop D-O double G, yeah, dressed in all blue with the khaki suit that flow, riding in my 6'4", talking to Dre, feeling crazy on this West Side day. Sun shining and a smile my way as I cruise down the city with these 10-inch rims, upgraded to the 20 like my Timbs. Girls in the backseat jumping with they tops off, and my tops off, in my cop car, feeling crazy with this black and white. Stashed the white, had to dip off from popos on the back of the light. Now I'm feeling slick, Long Beach, California in this. Let me tell you how I came up, real rag riding on that west side, yeah.
Alright, so you couldn't hear me because I was like, the vocal was on the master track. So let me take my, now it should have recorded. The hardest part about a vocoder is figuring out where the audio is. I literally forget how to record the audio. Literally. Now this was probably regular.
You know what's up. Big Snoop D-O double G, yeah, dressed in.
So I'm just gonna route this to. Did we not record the MIDI? What was this track?
You know what's up. Big Snoop.
I think last time we recorded into Edison. I think that's what we did. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take off my mic off the main track. We're going to say Cali, Cali girl with the pitch bending. You got to do the pitch bend. Now the pitch bend is too hard, so we need to pull it down to 1 pitch range. Now I wish I could take off the velocity sensitivity in FL Studio. It's probably somewhere, but it's probably somewhere weird. Don't forget to keep smiling. Awesome. Let me take off my mic on the main track. Cali girl. So now it's in here. We need to grab our mic. To make a note, since FL Studio is so velocity sensitive, it messes up the thing. So it's like Cali, Cali girl So what I'm going to do is switch it out with silent instead. I'm hearing daddy in the vocoder. So all we need is a simple sawtooth. Cali, Cali girl. And a sawtooth, so this should work. And we can't hear it because it's routed up. So that's the small change. So I'm going to delete that Edison take because the velocity was going up and down and up and down. It's hard to manage. So let's scrape that. Scrap that, whatever. My brain is still recovering from the gym. And let's turn off the to the west side, you know what's up. Big Snoop D-O double G, dressed in all blue with the khaki suit that flow. Riding in my 6'4", talking to Dre, feeling crazy on this west side day. Sun shining and a smile my way as I cruise down the city with these 10-inch rims, upgraded to the 20 like my Timbs. Girls in the backseat jumping with they tops off, and my tops off, and my cop car. Feeling crazy with this black and white. Stashed the white, had to dip off from popos on the back of the light. Now I'm feeling slick. Long Beach, California in this. Let me tell you how I came up. Real rag riding on that west side, yeah, we got it. So, a couple people requested more verse lyrics. Maybe. No, I'm not melancholy. My mom thought that too. It's just like my voice is gone. When you're in the studio for over 16 hours, it's like it's a lot of time. Oh, my mic is falling over. Fix this bad boy. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. What up, yeah? So I'm going to EQ the vote. Well, I have auto-tune on my voice. I'm going to EQ the vocoder. Where's it at? ¿Dónde está? Track for an hour and a half almost. King is at my mom's house right now. Spending time with her. ¿Dónde está la bass? La 808. idea what this sounds like over the speakers.
Welcome to the west side, you know what's up. The big Snoop double G, dressed in all blue with the khaki suit that flow. Riding in my 6'4", talking to Dre, feeling.
So the Cali girl is kind of conflicting with the bass. I mean the lead. So they're not working well together.
Welcome to the west side, you know what's up. The big Snoop double G, dressed in all blue with the khaki suit that flow. Riding in my 6'4", talking to Dre, feeling crazy on this west side day. Sun shining and a smile my way as I cruise down the city with these 10-inch rims, upgraded to the 20 like my Timbs. Girls in the backseat jumping with they tops off, and my tops off, in my cop car, feeling crazy with this black and white. Stashed the white, had to dip off from popos on the back of the light. Now I'm feeling slick, Long Beach, California in this. Let me tell you how I came up. Real rag riding on that west side, yeah, we can't ride.
I don't know Portuguese, but donde está, girl. I think we'll wrap this one up. Really can't take it any further than this. We can. I'm gonna do that. Since I can't play guitar that well, let's record it. A little out of key, but whatever. Yeah.
To the west side, you know what's up. The big Snoop
No, we're not streaming the live event, unfortunately. We'll record it, but not stream it. Alright, let me play it like two times through. It needs a little tighter of a swing. You could probably do some type of dance to it. Crank up the snare a little bit. Yeah, I'll do that shock. I do that. Sorry, I didn't mean to start the whole song back over, but yeah, this is just a canvas. You can arrange it when you're recording in a bigger studio, or you could spend time to do that. It's a different step, but this is not the full song. Not an arranged song.
G, yeah, dressed in all blue with the khaki suit that flow, riding in my 6'4", talking to Dre, feeling crazy on this west side day. Sun shining and a smile my way as I cruise down the city with these 10-inch rims, upgraded to the 20 like my Timbs. Girls in the backseat jumping with they tops off, and my tops off, in my cop car, feeling crazy with this black and white. Stashed the white, had to dip off from popos on the back of the light. Now I'm feeling slick, Long Beach, California in this. Let me tell you how I came up, real rag riding on that west side, yeah, we got hot.
You want another freestyle? Snoop freestyle? Let me know. Chambers. See you tomorrow, man.
Welcome to the west side, you know what's up. The big Snoop double G, yeah, dressed in all blue with the khaki suit that flow, riding in my 6'4", talking to Dre, feeling crazy on this west side day. Sun shining and a smile my way as I cruise down the city with these 10-inch rims, upgraded to the 20 like my Timbs. Girls in the backseat jumping with they tops off, and my tops off, in my cop car, feeling crazy with this black and white. Stashed the white, had to dip off from popos on the back of the light. Now I'm feeling slick, Long Beach, California in this. Let me tell you how I came up, real rag riding on that west side, yeah, we got hot.
The girl producers, where we at? I'll try DJ Quick.
I'm feeling crazy in this state, you know.
I can't even get his tone. Oh, that was a massacre. Sorry, DJ Quick. You know what's happening. But I know how he talks, but I can't get his right tone. Yeah, you know what is happening. What is happening. That's how he talks.
Yeah, you know it's DJ Quick and you know what is happening.
No, never mind, forget it. I can't get his tone. Man.
Do what I do on the west side.
Nah, forget it. Alright, forget it. Just gonna leave it open. Just the beat. I'll play it twice through, then we'll wrap this one up. But I invested a little more time in this one because it actually came out the way I pictured. That's why I started with that melody and whistling first. The other track just was not what I was imagining it to be.
double G, dressed in all blue with the khakis to the flow, riding in my 6'4", talking to Dre, feeling crazy on this west side day. Sun shining and a smile my way as I cruise down the city with these 10-inch rims, upgraded to the 20 like my Timbs. Girls in the backseat jumping with they tops off, and my tops off, in my cop car, feeling crazy with this black and white. Stashed the white, had to dip off from popos on the back of the light. Now I'm feeling slick, Long Beach, California in this. Let me tell you how I came up, real rag riding on that west side, yeah, we can't. To the west side, you know what's up. Big Snoop D-O double G, dressed in all blue with the khakis to the flow, riding in my 6'4", talking to Dre, feeling crazy on this west side day. Sun shining and a smile my way as I cruise down the city with these 10-inch rims, upgraded to the 20 like my Timbs. Girls in the backseat jumping with they tops off, and my tops off, in my cop car, feeling crazy with this black and white. Stashed the white, had to dip off from popos on the back of the light. Now I'm feeling slick, Long Beach, California in this. Let me tell you how I came up, real rag riding on that west side, yeah, we can't.
Right on.
So that one came out okay. So this process of making a mixtape really is like, if a song doesn't hit, meaning like it doesn't sound good, it's like you gotta make another one. It's crazy how much effort it takes just to make a small mixtape. It was fun. I don't know if I'll stream again. I mean, I'm not tired, but if anything, I have to use my headphones to stream. I can't crank up the volume. We'll see what it's looking like. Maybe I'll stream in like 5 minutes. So, all right. Thanks for watching. It's BusyWorksBeats.com.